Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I think the United States of America bit too much that it could chew. Like Frank Sinatra's song My Way, somewhere over there is, and I bit off more than I could chew. I speed it up, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so we have here a country that really United States is provoking, in my assessment, in a tandem with another country that, again, cannot, is too big to swallow, and that's Russia. In this case, it's China. So Russia and China, as you know, are together and are together very close. Why? Because they know the guy who wants to take care of them. So therefore, they're like, together, we're going to be stronger, obviously. And they need one another. China needs Russia's nuclear weapons and especially its resources and the land mass. And Russia obviously needs China as a market that would buy their energy resources. And as a partner to counter the United States of America, together with BRICS and all that. So my point here in this video is that China dares to smack from time to time, verbally, United States. They're not shy in calling them out. Another country will be afraid to do that because they will be destroyed. Or, there will be bad consequences. China doesn't really care because it can produce a lot of problems to the United States if they get in an economic war. I know these guys are delusional and they think that only they can hurt China, but you know better where things are made. So if China tomorrow stops sending something here, we're not going to have many important things that we need to survive. China, on the other hand, no. We'll have all those things. Yeah, they will not have money or this or all that, but we're going to probably have to become again productive. So what happened here? Microsoft claimed that China is spying on, communication between Asia and United States of America and so on. It's a long article here. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to read the title, the headline, where China actually smacks United States of America, unfortunately. And unfortunately because, anyway. And I'm going to read one paragraph that's related to the headline. The rest is just a damage control by money-wise, where the article comes from. So let's go over the title. US, and I'm quoting, US is the empire of hacking. China just hit back at Microsoft's accusations that it attacked critical American infrastructure. Is there a cause for concern as tension heat up? All right, so these guys, Vishesh, whatever, he's going to cover for Microsoft in the United States of America. And in all this article, which is this long, right here, there's going to be only one, I think that's it, only one paragraph talking about what the Chinese said. The rest is just how good Microsoft is and how bad the Chinese are, okay? But my point here is not to determine who's good and who's bad. My point is that China dares to say things like this with no problems. And that's refreshing because that means you have competition. And competition is always productive, if you know what I mean. To a certain extent, not always, but most of the time if it's done in a certain way. So it says here that critical American infrastructure is vulnerable to attack by a hacking group backed by the Chinese government, according to the tech giant Microsoft. Western intelligence agencies have also raised an alarm that Chinese cyber espionage campaigns against America have recently ramped up. So they say, well, they attacked, they threw the first rock, unless you say, well, only the Chinese are hacking everybody else, but the United States is not. And we have here somewhere they tell us how great this is and how great all these Western companies are. And then you have, where is that? Right here. This is the only paragraph in this article where you hear about what the Chinese had to say. And basically it's almost the same thing as the headline. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning, I think she's a woman, responded to the reports on May 25th, describing them as a, and I'm quoting, collective disinformation campaign, end quote, that lacked evidence. Mao went on to say that, and I'm quoting, none of this can change the fact that the United States is the empire of hacking. I think we are not naive to think that only one side is spying. We know that all sides are spying. Okay? So the fact that those guys said, well, you know what, the Chinese are trying to do this, okay, that's within their right to point that finger. But on the other hand, the other side is not going to just lay down and die like small countries and weak countries. But a strong country says, no. Actually, who's the most advanced country on this planet? And you're going to see how the United States pushes everybody to the side, like Trump pushed at NATO meeting, remember everybody? And he came from front and said, we are the smartest on this planet. Well, that works against you right now on this one, sir. Why is that? Because you're the most advanced technological country. That means you have the biggest capabilities of hacking everybody. You're ahead of your time or everybody else's. It's like these guys when you have in Olympics or world tournaments and you have a champion from the United States of America. I'm not implying that happens, you know what I mean? But there were some cases where I was like, really? I'm still waiting for Michael Phelps to drop the other shoe, if you know what I mean. And you see, like, I don't know, Armstrong, Lance Armstrong, the cyclist who was winning one after another, the Tour de France like 5 times or something. Not that he's the only one, but I said that's almost impossible. But anyway. And then he said, yeah, they caught him with doping. How they didn't catch him then? I guess, some companies were ahead of everybody else. And by the time these guys caught up with the testing, the companies were ahead again, and so on. So it seems like the testing is always behind the innovations and inventions. So the same here. I'm the most technologically advanced. By the time you figure out how I'm spying on you, you're going to need a few years. And when you figure that out, I'm going to be 5 years ahead of you still. That's how it works. So, as again, this is the way it works. Don't fool yourselves. That's why some countries are always found to be doped, but other countries are always found to be honest, if you know what I mean. Remember Marianne Jones, the American athlete? We all knew, but hey, she won and then she got what? Wealthy, she's got money, she's got name, she's got all that, and she was to her gills. And not only, remember Carl Lewis, which I liked until all that. Again, Michael Johnson, I think he was, yes, in Seoul and so on, another one, and many others. I'm going to wait for Bolt. I'm just going to wait. And one day we're going to find out that Bolt got something, I don't know, from what kind of plants or whatever he's got. But Bolt was fantastic. I'm just kidding. But my point is, the Americans are way ahead of others technologically, I think, and they brag about it. And I think the Chinese, whatever lady over there, she's not very far in the field, like wandering astray. I think she's got a point. So anyway, the point is those guys are not shy in saying, even if that's not true, the fact that they dare to say it, it tells you that that country believes in itself, knows that it's strong, and knows that the other country cannot really start hurting them because we're going to hurt you even worse. And that's unfortunate because I think it was the milk powder. It was a shortage. Antibiotics was a shortage here. All those things I think came from where? And those are necessities. It's not like, I don't know, this, which I have 1,000. Or even if I don't have it, I have a different kind of shirt. But various essential goods China makes. We don't. We make computers. Okay. Computers. Are you hungry? Yeah. I don't need your computer. You can eat your computer. I'm going to eat my food. How about that? You know what I mean? Yes, you know what I mean. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.